Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another important topic for Angular Signal, that is updating the object. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss how to update the existing value of an object, how to add a new value to the existing object, and how to delete the existing value of an object. So mainly we will be focusing on three parts: updation, deletion and addition. All would be in terms of object signal. Clear? But before we proceed with further session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to create an object and perform all these operations. Okay, so let's get started. So firstly, what we are supposed to do, you can simply go to this app.component.ts file. Here we will create our object. So to create the object, you can simply write, let's say I want to create an object with the name user data. So I can directly write here user data. Okay, then equal, then you can write signal, then angular brackets, and inside this angular bracket we will define the object. Now to define the object, what we will do, we will simply write here type. Let's say I want to define my ID, so ID would be of type number, then semicolon, then we will define name would be of type string. Then here, as we wanted to add a new value after once this is declared, later on we wanted to add new value whenever it is needed. So for that purpose, we will define here one key of string type, and we'll make sure that whenever it is needed, we can simply add the things to it. And the type would be of any, because we are not sure of the type, right? So colon any, that means here it can hold any value. Okay, now at the time of declaration also, like at the time here we have declared the signal, right? So at the same time we will assign the values as well. So parenthesis, and inside this we will put curly braces, and now we will assign the values. So ID would be 100, then name would be let's say Sharmit. That's it. Okay, we are not going to assign the third value because this is for the additional field. Whenever it is needed, we will update it. So now this object is ready, so let's go and print it out. So here we will go for app.component.html file. Here we will simply create one paragraph, and inside this paragraph we will print the value. So the value of user data, curly braces, and here we will mention user data. And if we all know that this is a signal, so we will use this parenthesis, and that's it. And to print everything, we will use here JSON. Okay, let's save it and run the application. So here I will write ng-serve --open, which will take few seconds, and if there is any error, it will throw the error. Otherwise it will open the browser for the output. So let's see, it is run successfully. Okay, it ran successfully. Now we can see the value of the user data is ID 100 and name Sharmit. That means our object is ready perfectly. Alright, so now understand the requirement. Here in the same object, I want to add one additional field for email. So how to do this? So to achieve this thing, let's go to app.component.ts file. Here we will create one constructor because we need one function. So you can use any function, but I'm going to use constructor. And here we will mention this .userdata.update, then parenthesis, one more time parenthesis, because we are going to store some variable as well, right? And now here we will give the name as current. Okay, current. Okay, and then we will use arrow symbol, and after arrow symbol we will start the parenthesis again. Then for object we will use curly braces, and inside this we will assign all the required things. So firstly we wanted to make sure that the current data should be same. So for that we will write here ... 3 times, and here we will write current, then comma, and then the new value. So let's say I want to add an email. So what I will do, I will write here email colon and then the value of the email, because we have defined it any, right? So it can hold any value. So here I can write let's say tech at ts. Okay, let's say ts at gmail.com. okay, now you can save it, and when you refresh the browser you will see that new column has been added. One is for ID is there, name is there, and also we have email, which is ts at gmail.com. okay, so this is how we can add the new you can say value for the object. We all know that it is a key pair value, right? So we have added a new key pair where we have key as email and value as email address. Clear? So this is the first scenario. Now suppose you also want to update the name. Instead of Sharmit, I want to make it Tech Sharmit. So for that, what we can do, we can simply use the same method again, this dot user data dot update, then parenthesis. Inside this parenthesis we will mention another variable name. So we will write here user, then arrow bracket, then after arrow bracket we will use parenthesis again, and inside this we will use curly braces, and now we will assign the value. So we all know that all values would be same, so we will write here dot 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 user comma name, and make sure to put it in a same case, okay, otherwise it won't work. So here you need to write name, and name would be Tech Sharmit. okay, now it simply save it. So once you save it, a comma is added here. Now you can see the name is updated to Tech Sharmit. Previously it was Sharmit only, right? But we have updated it with the help of user data. And remember one thing, this is very case sensitive. That means if you make it as a small name, so it won't work. And now you can see still it is Sharmit because we have declared it with capital N. So always make sure that whatever value you are providing here, it should be matched with case, because this is case sensitive. If something is written in small a, so it should be written in small a only. In case if you try to use it in capital A, it won't work. Okay, so I hope this part is clear to all of you. Now we will see the third scenario. Let's say after defining all these things, I wanted to remove this particular, okay, one thing let me check it. Yeah, so suppose I want to remove there is some mistake, I think we have added, okay, yeah, because of this only like it caused. So let's add the capital N, otherwise it will be considered as an extra field. Okay, so now you can see it is changed. Okay, so let's say we don't want email further. Okay, so what we will do, we will remove this thing. So to remove this thing, what you will do, you will simply write here this dot user data dot update, and then opening closing parenthesis. Inside this we will provide another opening closing parenthesis and curly braces, and then we will write here email comma dot 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 and rest. So what it means, it means we just want to exclude email, and rest would be the same. And after this parenthesis we will write here comma arrow symbol, and after this arrow symbol we will return the rest. Okay, so now if you check the value after the refresh, something is wrong, I think. Yes, email, because we are trying to remove the small e, but it should be capital E. So now you can see ID is 100, name is Tech Sharmit, okay, and email is removed. Why? Because we have added this thing with the help of update method. Okay, so mainly we have discussed in this session 3 process. One is for adding the new field to the existing object where we added email. Second thing is to update the name, which we have updated as Tech Sharmit, and the third one is to delete the existing field, which is email. In case if you want to remove anything else, that also you can do. Okay, but for time being we are just removing the email. So this is how you can utilize update method for performing all these kind of operations on object. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we are going to discuss few more things related to Angular concept. And meanwhile, if there is any queries or questions from your end, please let me please put it in a comment section so that I can help you. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.